naturally, when Anthony Joshua's training, I'm not just going to walk into the gym. Even though I'm more than likely good, but I'm not going to show. You know what I mean? He's training for one title fight, and you know, people talking the game. But I was outside with my friend. Massive big up to my guy, Marlon Morris, because he gifted me with these Cartier glasses.
Nice.
And the Cartier watch as well. He gifted that to me, right? So anyway, so we're outside in my mate's car, right? We're outside and I'm waiting for Darren to come out. And all I'm hearing in the gymnasium, right, where Barry Smith is in there with Ben Davison, I'm hearing boom, boom, boom. So I'm thinking, right, is it like, I swear for God. So I said, what's going on there? Why am I hearing this banging, banging, these loud booms? I said, what's going on? It's like factory settings because it's kind of like an industrial state.
Yeah.
So I get out of the car and I'm listening, right? It's Anthony Joshua punching the bag.
Wow.
Right? I'm not over exaggerating anything. I'm not trying to gas this up. And that's Anthony Joshua hitting the bag. Right? Yeah. Anthony Joshua is looking to hurt guys, right? And I'm not taking nothing away from Daniel Dubois. He's got a fantastic story, blah, 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 all the rest of it. Let's take the violins out. No. I'm telling you, what I heard, it was scary. It was something similar to when George Foreman used to hit the heavy bag prior to his October 1974.
And as you guys just heard, what Spencer Fearon heard in the training camp of Anthony Joshua, something that sounded like demolition. And he said he never heard anything like that except with George Foreman when he fought Muhammad Ali in 1974 and let me counterpunch. You know, a lot of people think that AJ was not a power puncher, but I have to remind you, he had a higher knockout percentage than Deontay Wilder, okay, before he got beat. Sure, he had half the fights, but his knockout ratio was consistent with top or above average competition, okay? So it wasn't a bunch of tomato cans, you know, guys like that, ranked number 253 and all that. No, these were ranked fighters that he was just phasing through. You know, Povetkin was a monster. You know, he took him out in 7 rounds after, you know, Povetkin bloodied his nose, of course, but he still got the canvas. He ate the canvas eventually, okay? More recent, Francis Ngannou. Nobody has done that to Francis Ngannou. Even though Ngannou, that's his second professional fight, Anthony Joshua knocked him out cold. He needed oxygen, okay? Those type of things let you know that Joshua still has the firepower. And this is recent. Then Spencer Fearon went in there and he was like, okay, what the hell did I just hear? Did I just hear something that sounded like dynamite? Did I just hear that? Who is that? That's AJ. You know, and also he says that he knocks out Daniel Dubois cold. I don't really see it any other way. It's going to be a knockout. Okay, so you got Dynamite Dubois and Anthony Dynamite Joshua. Okay, so we have those particular things that happen. I wish it would have had footage, but of course, this is AJ's camp. You're not going to get footage in there. You know what I mean? And he just went in there and he was just happened to be there when AJ was training. Then it just shows you him throwing power shots like that. It tells me that he's going for the KO. Okay, they're training for a knockout. They're not training to go 12 rounds. You know, I know their strength and conditioning is going to get him 12 rounds had he need 12 rounds. I just don't see that happening unless we see one hell of a fight, because if it has to go 12 rounds, that means you have to have some resistance or some back and forth that's going on in this particular fight to go 12 rounds. Some Ika Barabuchi, some David Tua, some Riddick Bowe, and Evander Holyfield type fights. That's the type of fights that may happen if it goes 12 rounds, but I don't see it going 12 rounds. You guys tell me what you think of Spencer Fearon stating that he heard hard shots coming from Anthony Joshua's camp. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.